Is Saweetie even a rapper anymore? I know this question might sound a bit preposterous considering she just snagged 2 Grammy nominations, one which includes Best New Artist, but what shocked me is her receiving Grammy nominations, considering the lane Saweetie has taken. Saweetie is not a skilled rapper, nor has she ever been one. She often suffers from pedestrian lyrics and hand-me-down flows, but skill, or lack thereof, has never really been the appeal of Saweetie. She rebranded from a book-smart college girl into a fun party girl. I expected her rise to more closely resemble Cardi B's, who is also not exactly a skilled rapper, but given the right producers and writers, she can make pleasing, charismatic hits. However, Saweetie has been at it for years and is just now taking boot camp. I actually believe Saweetie's finest track is her breakthrough track, Icy Girl. Along the way, Saweetie has had a bit of a conflicting brand. Like when she branded her and her music as pretty girl music, she embraces being a pretty girl, then goes in an interview and says pretty privilege worked against her and that she doesn't believe she's benefited from it. In the same breath, she sort of admits that she's not very talented and has a lot of work to do, which is why she's now in artist boot camp. But as she's grown in my eyes, music has sort of become a secondary appeal to Saweetie. People love her fashion, her personality, funny videos, and music just seems to be in the mix, not the glue of the mix. Now, I'm not negating that Saweetie could very much be passionate and deeply in love with music, but as she's grown, I just don't believe that's her sole main focus anymore, and she more closely resembles a social media influencer or Hollywood socialite. I mean, she has become a brand ambassador this past year, being plastered everywhere and has a dream of becoming a billionaire. In contrast, she doesn't even have an album out, despite releasing multiple singles. And just to put it quite bluntly, I just don't believe people are interested in an entire Saweetie album. And also, with the string of bad live performances and releases, she has probably hurt her chances of building a really solid fan base. It's not just like, oh, she's had a bad day. It's more like she had a bad day every day. And stuff like that can really hurt your credibility. People will be like, I'm not going to see her live, it's just not worth it. And it's not even just the live performances, the songs also aren't extreme hard hitters. So it's not like her music is so good on the radio, but she's just not that good of a live performer, or vice versa. It's more so, she's just so. One thing that Saweetie excels at is that she is a true hustler. I think she truly understands her brand, and that she's not the best, but she plays to her strengths to what she can be the best at. While she has a clear sight for her overall brand, I'm not sure if she has a clear understanding of her musical identity just yet. The samples she uses are just as popular as the tracks she utilizes them in. And I do think the samples is something Saweetie has gotten a bit of unfair criticism for, because literally everybody samples. Hip-hop is a genre that was practically built on sampling, and it is something that has persisted and will continue to. But I also understand a bit of the criticism when it's like just lazy samples and practically just the old song with barely anything changed. It's a simple tactic to ensue familiarity. I think Saweetie and her brand might actually be onto something though. Saweetie isn't an artist first. I don't look at her and see an artist, in the same way we know Ariana Grande as a singer first, or Nicki Minaj as a rapper first. But going forward, I feel like this might just be a very new reality. Stars like Beyonce, who are mystique and secluded, will become a bit rarer. The closest thing we have following in that same mold is The Weeknd. But moving forward, I believe online output could matter just as much as the music. Take Lil Nas X for example. Despite at this point in time carving his way to superstardom, he is still very hyperactive online, posting memes, posting costumes, and drawing up controversy. Artists like Doja Cat constantly posting herself in vulnerable or relatable pictures and always going live. Despite the music or lack thereof and the lack of super strong records for Normani, this might also explain why she hasn't hit the ground running, because she's more of a secluded figure who doesn't post a ton of content. But this might also explain Saweetie's growing stature. She knows what to post and how to connect with people. Now, I don't think that takes away that music is still her secondary appeal, unlike someone like Doja, who might post memes but is still known as an artist first. However, I do believe Saweetie has played her rise very proficiently. I think this could become or is becoming the new standard. Our music stars will be hybrids of influencers, musicians, rappers. Being a hybrid isn't exactly a newfound lane. It's not uncommon for artists to dabble in other things, but with the inclusion of social media, it changes things quite a bit.